One man controlled the world's data without ever writing a single line of code. Another reshaped how an entire nation spends money, until one post, one hug, one mistake destroyed everything. But what if the people we admire most are only shadows behind the spotlight? Two billionaires, two empires, one silent collapse. This isn't just a story of success. It's about what happens when control slips for just one moment. And that moment costs everything. The hidden empire of Andy Byron. The engineer who couldn't code. They had it all. Wooden villas hidden deep in New England pine forests. A penthouse on the 40th floor overlooking Shanghai. A data system that silently runs hundreds of thousands of processes each day. Billions of dollars moved with a single nod. But then a glance, a message, one wrong hug, and the empire begins to fall. Meet Andy Byron, an engineer who couldn't code. And yet, he steered a billion-dollar data empire. Alongside him, Jang Fan, a man who reshaped China's digital economy. Both driven, brilliant, and in control. Until they weren't. Andy Byron, the silent power. Andy Byron didn't grow up surrounded by screens or code. His childhood home in quiet Ohio had no computers. Just an old TV, a few worn business books, and family dinners. He wasn't a math genius. He didn't go to Stanford. He didn't even know how to code. But he knew people, and that was enough. Because Andy believed one thing. To change the world, you don't have to be the best at something. You just have to be the one the best people listen to. Over 20 years, he moved through companies like Cyber and Lacework, not as a programmer, but as a captain steering ships through chaos. Every time he joined, struggling startups came back to life. Silent boardrooms leaned forward when he spoke. Then came Astronomer. When he became CEO in 2023, there were no flashy posts. No press conferences, just a man taking the wheel. Within months, the company was processing over 100,000 data workflows daily for Adobe, Nielsen, Rappi. Astronomer was soon valued at over $1.2 billion. And Andy, dubbed the most formidable engineer who doesn't code. But what is real power? Is it applause? Or quiet control? Andy's personal net worth? Somewhere between $25 and $40 million. But no one really knows. His fingerprints are everywhere, yet his name rarely appears. He didn't invent new tech. He simply decided which tech lived or died. One small decision in his office could make or break a startup. The family that never flaunted. While others flaunted jets and yachts, Andy's family lived in a quiet wooden house in Massachusetts. His wife, Lena, a gifted photographer, walked away from fashion fame to pursue analog photography. She lives in a coastal attic studio, developing film by hand, her work kept in wooden boxes instead of galleries. Their daughter, Evie, is equally surprising. A shy teenager who once applied to NASA at 14, just to understand what the stars were saying. Her nights are spent with a telescope, tracking cosmic signals. No Instagram, no spotlight. Sundays? No phones, no screens. Just firelight and conversation. Andy talks about data. Lena shares a photograph. Evie describes a dying star. No noise. Just the story of a family that chose silence over show. Their world is built on subtlety. A Carl Sagan print. A Feynman recording. A library of ancient astronomy texts. Their power lies in what others don't see. Then everything changed. It was supposed to be a fun night. A Coldplay concert. Laughter. Lights. Then the Kiss Cam hovered over the VIP section. And there it was. Andy Byron, hugging a woman, not his wife. The crowd cheered, unaware of what was coming. By morning, social media exploded. The woman was Christine Catt, Astronomer's head of HR. Chris Martin of Coldplay even joked on stage. But online, the mood shifted fast. The video went viral. Every frame dissected. Andy's awkward lean, the way their eyes met. The hashtag KissCamGate. By sunrise, Andy had taken a leave of absence. Christine was suspended. The company froze. Investors panicked. Slack channels fell silent. His name? Erased. Megan, his wife, deleted their family photos. No interviews. No comments. Just silence. The collapse of a leader. Once the man who moved billions now struggling to control one email. Andy sat alone in his wooden house, writing and tearing apology letters. No press, no defenses, just the eerie quiet of a man who knew he'd lost more than control. Yet strangely, employees began replying. 2 words, thank you. Because maybe what shocked them wasn't the hug. It was the silence. The silence of a leader who once ran data empires, now unable to manage a moment of emotion. The silence of a wife who once defended him, now watching that same HR department destroy him. And across the world, another collapse. Jang Fan didn't grow up rich either. Raised in a cramped apartment in Hangzhou, surrounded by tea-scented mornings and narrow alleys, he had one belief: study hard. So he did. From Fudan University to Alibaba, he rose. Quietly, efficiently. In 2006, he dreamed of a China where people shop with phones. In 2016, it became reality. He became the king of digital commerce. No speeches, no flash, just results. He married Dong Huahua, graceful and reserved. They lived in penthouses, drove luxury cars, flew in private jets. A power couple admired by millions. Then came Zhang Dai, an influencer turned fashion mogul. Elegant, magnetic. She and Jang Fan were seen together. Then a late-night car, a leaked message. Speculation erupted, until his wife posted one message. Short, cold, devastating. Calling Zhang Dai the third wheel. Within days, Jang Fan was removed from Alibaba's strategic circle. No billionaire, no statement. Just an elevator ride down from the top. A fall that left no footsteps. Today, no one knows where he is. No speeches. No interviews. He was last seen at an airport, masked alone. The man who once made all of China shop with a tap couldn't even buy himself another chance. His fall wasn't loud. It was silent. The final reflection. What do we really know about the people we admire? Is perfection real? Or just a polished illusion? Andy and Jang didn't fall because of failure in tech. They fell because of a moment. A moment of emotion that couldn't be managed like data. In the end, maybe true power isn't about what you control, but what you're wise enough not to touch. Let us know in the comments. Who do you think truly holds power? The person on stage? Or the one controlling the lights? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more untold stories of the powerful and the silent.